Sorry about that, guys. My timing is still off. Anyway, what can be inferred from this survey? You remember we were talking about this Gallup organization survey. So what we can say is there is 95% confidence that the percentage of adults aged 18 plus living in the US. Again, we've restated our population, who think that investing $1,000 in the stock market is bad is between 42% and 50%. Now, you're probably thinking, where did that 42% and that 50% come from? Because what they told us was 46%. The way we got the 42 and the 50% is they said, if we go back to the problem, 46% of all adults with a margin of error of 4%. So the 42 comes from taking 46% and subtracting 4%. And the 50% comes from taking the 46% and adding 4%. So this inference did exactly what statistics is supposed to do. It gave us a measure of reliability, our confidence level, 95%. It told us the population of interest, the adults aged 18 and older living in the US, and it answers the research question. Do they think, what percentage think that investing $1,000 in the stock market is bad? And it gave us a range of values to account for the variation in data. All right, moving on. Qualitative versus quantitative variables. So, first of all, variables are characteristics of individuals in a population. Qualitative, also called categorical variables, and qualitative, I always think of the word quality. Those type of variables classify individuals based on an attribute or an attribute or characteristic. Quantitative variables, and for them, you should think quantity, are numerical measures of individuals which can be added or subtracted to provide a meaningful result. So, for example, let's determine whether the following variables are qualitative or quantitative. So, the first one is arrest record. So, the only way I know about arrest records are from watching, TV shows, but they say things like, oh, you were arrested for burglary or larceny or assault. So those are qualitative. Remember, those are also called categorical. Because they're not numbers. Okay, what about the number of sunny days during the past month? Well, that's a number. And if we said in August there were 10 sunny days, and in July there were 20 sunny days, then we could add those numbers together and say between July and August there were 30 sunny days. Or we could subtract them and say that since July had 20 and August only had 10, that July had 10 more sunny days than August. So that makes the number of sunny days quantitative. Okay, what about your Social Security number? It's numerical, but does it really make any sense if we add or subtract Social Security numbers? No, it doesn't. So even though a Social Security number is a number, it is qualitative or categorical. Okay, what about elevation? Well, that's a number, and it does make sense to add or subtract it. So this one is another quantitative. We will stop here for this video, and we'll have a very short last video for this section talking about discrete and continuous variables.